It is time now for the Peter Chow Morning News on this Tuesday morning, June 30th, 2015. Good morning to you all. This lovely Tuesday morning here, June 30th, 2015. Here are your news headlines here. Top story here at 8:31 this Tuesday morning here. And Banan, Indonesia, at least 30 people were killed when a military transport plane crashed into a residential area 2 minutes after takeoff in northern Indonesia on Tuesday, putting the first spotlight on the country's woeful air safety record. 4 years ago, donors begged Governor Christie of New Jersey to run. The rich gate brought him up low. On Tuesday, he announced his presidential campaign has nowhere to go but up. Sketches of President escapees Rich Matt and David Sweat may appear after weeks on the run. As escape convict David Sweat says he left Rich Matt behind. Meanwhile, had everything gone as planned, President escapees David Sweat and Rich Matt would have killed the husband of a prison worker before a fleeing winter in Mexico, officials said. Greece was just hours away Tuesday from defaulting on a loan from the International Monetary Fund, setting the stage for a tense showdown with its international creditors, and of an infected national referendum on its membership of a euro currency. Monrovia, a Liberian, has died in Ebola in the first recorded case of the disease since the country at the heart of an epidemic and has killed more than 11,000 people. The was first free and made off after 42 days without a new case. In Tunisia, 38 tourists died in a gun attack just days before Tunisia planned to implement the heightened security measures from the Muslim fast month of Ramadan, but those plans are not anticipated and saw the tourist beaches. The bullet train traveling from Tokyo to Osaka on Tuesday morning was forced to make an emergency stop near the city of Adara. Islamic State has beheaded 2 women in eastern Syria, the first time the jihadist group has decapitated female civilians, activists say. Egypt proclaimed every security forces across Cairo on Tuesday amid preparations for the burial of the country's prosecutor general killed in the car bomb on Monday when the first assassination to the top Egyptian official in a quarter century. Austin, Texas abortion providers China moved by the U.S. Supreme Court to temporarily block part of a Texas law that would have closed more than half of the state's 19 remaining abortion clinics. A state law restricts power plant admissions in New Jersey, but politicians of other states are worried, and a move that could separately slow efforts to improve New Jersey's air and water quality. In the decision, the U.S. Supreme Court noted that Oklahoma had increased its dosage of the drug issue, and it's had adopted other safeguards. The Obama administration has unveiled long-awaited new rules that would make allow more workers to claim overtime pay. Currently, workers who make more than $23,660 cannot claim overtime. The new proposal will raise the threshold to $50,440 per year. This Sunday, the Greek people will finally face a decisive choice to say the news on in humble opinion. The Greeks should reject Europe's terms, ditch the euro, and take the chances to restart their own currency. The Export-Import Bank has later denied truth of that, said conservatorship of the North to take a deep grave as Representative Bill Forrest, Texas said, who was a corrupt organization who chaired the conservative Republican Senate Committee. Looking at the stock market report here at 8:34 here. For the first time in 3 years, the world will consider its late second on Tuesday, a practice that's meant to compensate the Earth's slowed rotation. In Washington, after 18 successful straight launches, SpaceX and Falcon 9 broke out Sunday morning, minutes away and soared away from Cape Canaveral, Florida. Athletes who push water in the hope they'll avoid dehydration may be risking their health by overhydrating their bodies. People with a genetic predisposition to high blood pressure may be on lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, and reports a new study. Mumbai, sugary drinks like sodas, energy drinks, and straight and iced tea can be claimed at 1.8 for lives every year, according to a Tufts University study published in Take a look at the stock market report. Dow 17,596.35. S&P 500 2057.64, and Nasdaq 4,958.47. In sports, the Boston Red Sox defeat the Toronto Blue Jays last night 3-1 here at the Rogers Center as the Red Sox and the Jays go at it at 7:07 p.m. at Toronto here. It's a showdown between the two top teams in women's soccer, and according to the United States star Alex Mork, this match virtually final as U.S. and Germany's last four clash of the Titans. Dwayne Wade decided to forego a $60.1 million deal with the for the next season to become a free agent. Pierre News time, 8:37 here. Pierre News time, 8:38, time and a half hour. Trevor Report here. 95 of the southbound side down in Renown, sold from downtown Providence here. 95 northbound side is sold from Route 37 and walk all the way out to downtown Providence here. 295 get an accident after Route 44 here. 146 southbound sold before Route 99 Lincoln Renown. 99 northbound side, little sold around Route 122 in Woonsocket here. 95 of the northbound side, little sold around Route 1 in Sharon doing an exit here, and Route 1 around Route 95. So expect some delays around that area here. Route 3 to southbound side, so for the Braintree split to Route 18 in Weymouth here. South 50 Expressway to the northbound side, and it is slow from the south for the Braintree split all the way out to Dorchester on the northbound side with an accident on South 50 Expressway to the northbound side after 203. Board Bridge to the southbound side, a little slow. Route 28 at the northbound side, it is slow before the Board Rotary here. 128 at the northbound side, so from Route 1 in Norwood Denham all the way up to Route 20 Waltham here. 128 at the southbound side, so from Route 128 out of Reddington all the way up to before Route 3 in Woburn here. Route 128 southbound side, so before Route 3 in Burlington, and they did break again on 128 southbound from Route 4 in Lexington all the way out to Waltham here. Mass packing to the westbound side, it is slow around the Austin Barton tolls here. Mass packing to the westbound side, so from Logan Airport to South Boston here. Mass packing to the eastbound side, so on the Austin Barton tolls here. Mass pack westbound side, it is slow from Austin Barton to Newton here. Mass pack slow for the Newton corner here, and all the way at the Natick here. Route 2 to the westbound side, so for the Lexington stretch here. Mass pack westbound, so from Logan Airport to 93 to Boston here. 93, a little slow to downtown Boston here. 93 to the southbound side, so from Bedford all the way up to the Zinkin Bridge here. Route 1 in Chelsea, all the way out to Route 93 here. 495 at the northbound side, so after 85 in Milford all the way out to Westboro here. And right Route 9 here. On 85 on the southbound side, it's sold from Route 20 and over to around Route 93 in Andover here. 93 to the southbound side, sold from Route 120 out of Reddit to Route 128 in Reddit here. 120 to the northbound side, sold before Route 93 northbound slow. Before Route 128 Reddit, 193 southbound sold from 129 Reddit to Route 128 here. Route 3 to the southbound side, sold from Chelmsford all the way out to Billerica. And then it breaks again from Billerica to Route 120 in Burlington here. In New Hampshire here, 93 to the northbound side we got 93 south exit before after Route 101 here. Everett Turnpike 93, 95 looking good here. 101 is looking good. Smaller Turnpike is looking good, and the main Turnpike is looking good from York up into Augusta here. Take a look at MBTA service alerts here on the subway. It's looking good. Commuter rail. On the Greenbush line, train 076, 7:50 a.m. from Greenbush, currently late 5 to 10 minutes today. Ferries are looking good here. Peter Channel News Time, 8:45 here on this. We have a hazard weather outlook because tomorrow. Alright, hazard weather outlook. Day 1 today tonight. Hazard weather now expected time. Day 2 for 7. Wednesday for Monday. A few strong severe thunderstorms are possible. Wednesday there's some uncertainty with the prospective time. And here, the main threat will be damaging wind and gusts and hail. In addition, heavy rainfall may also be resulting in localized flooding here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, most of the skies high at 82 degrees. Cowboy becoming south at 5 to 8 miles by the afternoon. Tonight, chance of showers maybe after 3 a.m. Every fog after 2 a.m. wise. Most skies got low at 61 degrees. South wind about 6 miles by coming near for Wednesday. Showers likely before 9 a.m. tonight. For Wednesday, showers likely before 9 a.m. Then showers likely possibly at times.
So between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. and then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 p.m. Areas fog up before 2 p.m. Otherwise, cost God about 75 degrees. Southeast. Wind about 6 miles by transportation. 70% new rain for months between a quarter and a half an inch. New rain for months between less than 10 minutes. Check them out as possible thunderstorms. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 10 p.m. and midnight. Most guys got low about 61 degrees. Chance of 20%. Funny, punt center for Cascades, about 6 about 57 degrees. Independence Day, punt center, most Cascades, about 78, about 60 degrees. Sunday, most center for Cascades, about 81, about 60 degrees. And for Monday, punt center, about 80 degrees. Here, not temperature at 8:49, 70 degrees with podcast, guys. That's me for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this June 30th, 2015 on a Tuesday. Please have a good day with the content. You'll all see you at noontime for your noontime report. Have a good day.